Guys, basically, we're talking about consent today. Where's the line when it comes to consent? And I heard a story. I read a story on Instagram, on Twitter, and I'm not really sure where I stand on this topic. Basically, there was this girl, and she was coming up to this guy. Well, the guy was also interested in her, and she led him on. She invited him to a place and all that. And eventually, they began to have sex. And after she arrived, she said she wasn't doing it anymore. And the guy was insisting that obviously he's going to continue. And he finished. One second. He finished. And when he finished, she started accusing him of rape. So I don't know. In a situation where you're already doing stuff with the girl, and then she's already achieved her own climax, and then she says she doesn't want to do it anymore, is it rape if you continue? I personally, I think that from my own point of view, it's not really rape because you guys have started the thing together, you finish it together. But according to the law, if she withdraws her consent, it's rape. So what do you guys think?
That last 30, 40 seconds of him enforcing whatever just to complete, it was definitely can definitely be rape. But she came, and after she came, she said no.
So do you think that's
So I'm saying that's those seconds that it took for him to complete whatever, that was when he was raped.
so that's
So a question. You say the last part of it where she said, okay, she was done and it wasn't, and then when you draw the line to call that rape, sex has a cycle, right? Circle means both people meet satisfaction, right? Physical, emotional, psychological satisfaction at points, right? So, if she has gotten to a highest peak and he hasn't, the circle is incomplete. Now, if you want to call it rape by law, I'm sure, if I'm not wrong, correct me if I'm wrong, rape is forceful entry without consent, well, to some degree, penetration without consent. And there must also be evidence of laceration, bruises, and in some cases, right? That is my opinion, right? I do not think it is rape. I can stand against that. I don't think it is rape. I believe she was selfish. I surely do not think.
Can we change it? The shop is. Can we just move?
Yeah, so what I don't.
So you think when she said no? You think when she said no, and he continued? You think that was
what she may have
consensual sex?
Well, like I said, the psychological part of it is. Do you think he was in his right sense to have said no at that point in time? Like, stop, you're right in the middle of it, and just, look, I'm done, I want this to stop.
Yeah, I don't agree with Lekadi's opinion, where he said, according to the scenario, where if you continue after the lady says no, it's not rape. No is no. Yes is yes.
We're constantly
I'm just saying.
we constantly paint men as animals. It's so funny. And that's the justification of rape. You say, oh my God, you have no control. You wanted sex, oh my God. You've gotten to that point and now you're a raging bull and you can't stop it. No, we all take responsibility and stop allowing gender roles affect our parity. It is wrong. You're a man who you want to. If I say no, it's no. Whether it's the last time or the last time, my no means my no.
I don't think I deliberately said anything regarding whether it's a man being a man or a woman, so to say. I'm talking about sexual circle.
No, but what you said was he's not in his right sense.
No. You're jumping into the conclusion. I didn't justify. I just gave an example here. How are we sure? This is a scenario, right? This may have been something that happened, you heard it happen, right? How did it happen? So we're not sharing 100%, we're not 100% sure of the exact thing that happened, but if we have to speculate, I don't think it's real.
Okay,
why is your speculation that it might not have been right sense? It might not have been rape. Why is that?
Obviously, there's sexual. Obviously, each sex has a preference. Just tend, or we all tend to side with our own sex. And when he says that, obviously, he's thinking from the perspective of the male. But if we flip it,
I was going to say, a lot of times women have sex and the guy comes before them, and she pulls out because she can't keep up and everything. And just lets go them. You're also not in your right sense. You still want to continue, but he's not ready to continue because he's done. So you just have to deal with it and wait for him to be
And then the cases like that's where the man is done and woman isn't she insists.
She cannot insist
Yeah.
because she cannot insist.
Now, insistence is rape.
And she doesn't have the power to allow him as a man. So she actually
What if it happens like that? He comes before her, right? And she still wants some more, and she insists. Insisting isn't rape. She wants some more. They're in a relationship. If the guy and then she looks around and says, "Hey, dude, Viagra, come on, get it up." What do? He takes it and continues, satisfies her. The satisfaction is key.
See, he does, but it doesn't mean that he has to. And an instance when that happens, and the guy says he's not interested anymore, she has to stop. Rape is also both ways. It's not just guys forcing themselves.
Can we define rape? Like right now, who knows exactly what?
I would say rape is basically unlawful entry into where you shouldn't enter.
I think that once the other person not want to that person has not consented to it. Even if it's just by begging, please.
So there must be consent.
No, they want consent.
There must be consent. Which can so she consented. So you can consent. No. You can consent. You can consent for sex, and the next 2 seconds you withdraw your consent.
It's a frustrating act with your mouth. You have
It is unfair, but it is legal.
You must understand that consent is very, very broad and it's very, very divisive. It's complex. You can't say consent yes or no because there are no verbal cues to pick up on. You can't say no, she's being allergic. You might go, so she's feeling over. I don't do it. You know what I mean? So consent is very, very complex. So recently I was reading this thing and you know what? They were talking about something called affirmative consent, and that is letting someone know you're okay along the way. You're not just talking and it happens once, they're saying yes and you can stop all night. If I say yes, no, affirmative consent, giving cues along the way, say I'm okay with this, I am not. And I feel like any healthy man or anyone who's okay in their head should pick up on those cues.
Yeah.
So remember when I read about this, you guys know Artisan Tiger, comedian. I remember him on the tab, he was talking about this situation and date with him, and she not going to say that he raped her, basically all night he was begging her for sex. And if you think about that, she said at some point she felt uncomfortable, she felt constricted, she couldn't move, she was scared. So how am I supposed to pick up on those non-verbal cues? My point is that we need to learn as society, especially men, to pick up on those cues because they're there all the time.
Okay, so guys, I think we all need to pick up, both guys and ladies, and to pick up on non-verbal cues. I read the same story about Aziz Ansari, and in his own statement, she never, to his own mind, said she wasn't interested. She came over to his place, he started kissing her. She didn't like it, but she did not object. He did not know that she didn't like it. She ended up giving him the video.
Because he forced her head down there.
No, see. From all indications, from all indications, she didn't object to it. And let's not forget that was tipsy. When he was tipsy, how much would he know when she's going or she's doing like, no, I don't. He's just tipsy and horny at that point.
So the guy was tipsy too.
Yes, they were both tipsy. And the accusations came afterwards. She had finished, then she came sober, and she probably realized what had happened. And then she sent text messages saying, I'm unhappy about what happened yesterday. Maybe he was terrible, or maybe he was shooting them. I don't know. But she could do her content after the fact. At that point, it is not rape.
She did clearly say that at many points they moved to various parts of their house. So you know, you guys are like crazy. They choose the guy and he tries on the couch. And you're like, I want to be somewhere I want to be. You go to the bathroom,
Well,
try to the bedroom. They know
to
to various points. So she kept on saying no. So at that point, can you not take a non-verbal cue
like to do in this scenario, from the onset. Well, just to say, in this scenario, from the onset, she was uncomfortable. She said no a couple of times, and he kept pushing. If anything happens after that, it's great. I believe everybody has the right to their opinion, but I still do not believe, given the same circumstances as discussed on the topic, I do not believe that scenario was rape.
So we've been talking about consent, and obviously we've all had divisive and different opinions on this issue. And coming back to this issue of consent, I'm going to say how soft or how hard is the line? Pardon the pun. Like, is it when she's like saying no, and you keep on continuing or keep on forcing her? If she now says yes, is that actually consent or forced consent? Is that consent by duress, when you're basically influence consent, when you're forced her to do your thing? Like, is that still consent? Or is consent when she has already said no and she she will still say yes, but she's saying no because of whatever is catching her? Is that
I guess as far as consent, at the end of the day, you're saying yes, you should also have enough respect in yourself to also be like no and stand your ground. Don't get to a stage where you're now coerced into saying yes and then turn around and be like, it's rape. You should be your man, also be there.
Don't stay there, get out.
I feel like there's such a thing as emotional duress, and I feel like that could pass because of love. Like someone saying, no, but that person has emotional power over you. It sounds naive. Because
and even like me,
you know what I mean? But there's something such as emotional duress. You know what I mean? Like, you heard about women being raped for years. R. Kelly has a freaking cult of like how many girls. It's like, I can't live with R. Kelly. You know what I mean? There's such a thing as emotional duress. You know what I mean? Where someone can coerce you emotionally, but it doesn't change the fact that you didn't want to.
I'm saying, as bad as it is, you should have enough self-respect.
My own point here is, see, she said no, understand, and she said she doesn't want to go anymore. But she has already come. Me too, I have to come, understand? It's just how we have to do it. So we have to find a way to meet at some meeting like that. So she cannot give me a job, then that's the end now. I'll just be going home like that. But it's sad. Like, I feel bad for the guy, understand? But it's rape if you kept on like going on like that. Understand? It's just something that happens.
Yeah, I feel like once you start like trying to start doing something with someone, the person is actually moving that. Okay, this person is actually like trying to do something.
What if they start moving the other way?
Then you know that the person doesn't want to do it.
So basically you stop.
That's when you stop.
Okay.
So what Joshua has done is that he can pick up on those cues. Being a sane, healthy male, young man, full of blood, ready to do the damn thing. Now saying, you guys, even as child as I am, I can tell.
Yeah. According to what you just said, you can plead or ask for the lady to continue in an alternative manner. I feel like that should be considered as well.
Yeah. Okay. So how many sane, healthy young men go into sex completely sober and free of alcohol or any impairment?
Not even if you're sober, even if you're intoxicated. If you say
if you're intoxicated up to the point where you cannot make this type of decision, then you shouldn't even be.
Exactly.
Well, alcohol after the party, after the alcohol, sex comes to this.
Not all the time. Not all the time.
I've heard that.
If you hear experts tell you about alcohol, they tell you stay away from sex. Stay away from sex. Stay away from alcohol if you don't want sex.
And I feel like when you're so sensitive, it's very hard to drink.
I'm not saying you can't, but say, but hey.
Okay, you mean like in the most situation, if you don't
just stay around the guy you really like, even though you haven't had sex with him. Stay around the guy you really like.
Stay away from alcohol.
And drink a lot. Stay around the guy, stay around the girl you really like, you're supposed to be like yourself, drink a lot. And I can bet you 8 out of 10 will end in the bed.
So basically, you're saying something can happen. Obviously, when your senses are impaired, something can happen. There's so many stories at university and college. You get a bit drunk, you get a bit tipsy, stuff happens. Because when you have alcohol or weed or anything in your system, there's some decisions that you probably say no to. That you're like, okay, you know what, fuck it, why not? Yeah, you're more inclined towards taking risks when you have alcohol and all that in your system, and you're more inclined to ignoring visual cues, not just while having sex, but whilst driving on the road also. All your senses are basically impaired.
And particularly in the case of consent, when both parties have been drinking, whatever it is, it's very hard to determine who is the victim and who is the aggressor.
Yeah, because who actually has consent?
If you give me consent, I guess as soon as she says no, or even if he says no,
you have to
after that point, whoever is pushing up on it, can classify.
Okay. So can a drunk person give consent? Like when you're tipsy, you're tipsy, and he's tipsy also.
Yeah.
So both of you are tipsy. So who's raping who? Because you both are not giving consent. So that's basically.
But because if after saying no, it is rape. Because you don't give consent, and just both going and sit, you're both equally responsible for whatever happens.
She's saying it's not consent when a person is drunk.
It's not consent when a
I
person
agree
is
it's
drunk.
when you're drunk.
So when both of you are drunk and you have sex, you're raping each other.
Or you're not raping.
You're not raping each other.
No, but it's not
You are
consent.
saying no.
Sexual intercourse without consent is rape. So if you're drunk and he's drunk and you're both having intercourse without consent, you're raping each other.
I think if nobody is saying no, then nobody
you just start like sex giving.
I like to say something to that.
I said that.
Slam it. Yes, someone should answer that question. They're both high. And when you're under the influence, it means no consent, you say, right?
Yeah.
So if you're under the influence and he's under the influence and you're together,
It's not rape. Both
What?
of both of
Mistake
them.
is still rape.
They are both equally responsible for whatever happened that night.
No.
You don't
See,
have
it's not mathematics. It's not one point
No, but there have been cases where women play rape scenarios like that.
When her both high and guy
They were
were
both
drunk.
drinking, but she'll come up and say,
He raped me.
No, she first start with, he cajoled me into drinking.
Yeah.
Even though he was drinking, he cajoled me into
And that
drinking
just
again,
happened, yeah, it happens a lot.
emotional, what do you call it again? And then,
Dress.
and at the end of the day,
Yeah.
and at the end of the day, you are
Guy
going
will be
to.
rude.
And as much as some feminists will say that this world is anti-feminist,
Is anyone?
no need to mention.
They're feminists.
But I would say that people tend to believe the woman more than the guy. Although there are clearly cases, much more than you can count, where the girls have gotten the guys drunk.
Definitely, I objected with Lekadi 100%, saying that once you've started, you can't say no. You're already there, so you have to finish. No, you should be allowed to. You should be allowed to free will at every point from beginning to start. So, yeah, I think just for the sake of not having an issue, despite your emotions, just try to take responsibility for your actions, and you learn how to just take a hint. If it's feeling like no, despite the fact that you want to just keep going on, stop and just walk away from the situation. And women should also have enough self-respect to say no and mean no and keep standing on their no.
Let's look at it from the legal perspective here. When we're talking about this consent here, consent I think is a thing in law, it's like a contract. I give you consent to stay in my house whilst you give me money. That's a contract.
Yeah.
I give you, and it's the same thing. She's giving you consent to use her body for that period of time, of which she's having consensual intercourse with you. When she withdraws, that is a breach of the contract, because she's not allowing you to do that again. So, 1 second. At that point here, when you now continue without her permission, it's a breach of contract, which means you have gone contrary to the contract, which is basically committing rape. Because rape is having forceful sexual relations or contract with the person without their permission. So if you're coming from the legal standpoint, I put it to you, my friend, that you are wrong. It is rape.
You put it to me that she says no.
Makes it rape. Exactly.
But you know you can't come in one way. I'm sorry.
No, I need to say this now. You know, everything you've said right here, consent, contract, and all that, you just said one way. Consent, I understand, is 2 ways. The action, I understand, is both ways. I understand that the man and the woman must agree before they have any kind of intercourse for it to be considered consensual. And they are supposed to be adults. Now, in this scenario, when we both agree, and like I said, you have a cycle, I believe we both also have the right to say no. But at what point do we draw that line?
We draw the line when the no is said. When you said no, that is the line.
So you
Okay.
Let's
put it down to one and zero. Yes and no. No is rape. Yes is consensual. She has said no.
We're saying this.
That is rape.
I don't really want to I don't like to speak on opinions, because I feel like everyone is entitled to theirs. So the way I have my opinion, someone else does, and I owe them to respect that. But I will say that as women, it sucks that we live in a world where we have to explain things. Where we live, where were you, did you say no, did you shout it? It sucks as when we have to explain. So everyone's opinion was their opinion. I hope it lets you navigate easily in the world that you live in. When the real world, honey, there are laws. By no means no. Simple as. I feel like Bacardi saying I was feminist and negative like kind of upset me. Lately it's used as like as an insult, like you saying like, oh, she's a feminist, oh, she's just a feminist. It makes me sound bad, and I just feel like it's me just saying what I believe in. That's defined to you as feminism, then cool, but like it shouldn't be seen as a negative thing. You know, that's the only way I feel.
So I know of someone where all of a sudden the girl was saying the guy raped me, she was crying. Okay, so what happened? They were having sex and obviously they were both enjoying it. I think it was her first time as well, I don't remember. And then anyways, along the line, and then she's like, oh, stop, don't continue.
Oh, stop, don't continue. Okay.
Okay, so I was like, yeah, different. Nothing.
Anyways, go on.
I wasn't there anyways, but she was like,
Sure.
Oh,
I really wasn't there, guys. I really wasn't there. Yeah, so she told him to stop, and then he continued. And obviously, I don't know, women, we have emotions, and I don't know, you kind of pity when a lady's telling the story that she was raped. You don't know if it's true or not. There are three sides to the story. There's the guy's side, there's the girl's side, and there's the truth. What happened? So yeah, obviously. Then, so at the party, the girl slapped the guy. I think she was thinking about it for some time, and obviously she didn't tell the guy that, oh, this is how I felt, maybe you raped me, or blah, blah, blah. And she slapped the guy in public, the guy slapped the girl in public, everyone was crying. The girl was crying, the guy was violent. I don't know, but yeah, I feel like, me as a lady, if a lady says I was raped, I would believe. I don't want to hear the guy's story, I'm trying to say.
Okay, so basically now, the burden of proof is on the guy to prove that he's not a rapper.
Yes.
If you remember this Taxify story, he said she booked a Taxify, and when she got into the taxi, he was like, where do you want to go to? And she was like, just drive out directly. And he was like, it's 1 a.m., I'm not going if you don't tell me where we're going to. And he said, no, I'm not going to do that. She started calling some people, and they drove to the estate gate and parked there in case anything was going to go off. And then she started recording saying, oh, you're raping, you're a rapist, you tried to molest me, blah, blah, blah. And she sprayed pepper spray into his eyes. And people had to come and rescue him. And you know, everyone just took her side immediately. This taxify guy must be a rapist, he must be a sexual pervert. And he had to call on people to speak for him that.
He didn't call for anyone.
His family came. I'm talking about what actually happened.
No, apparently.
Yeah, a lot of people came. But he sent a message asking for help. But this girl, this London babe, she's come back from London. She feels that, okay, every guy wants to hit on me. You know, every guy is looking at my beautiful body or whatever. You know, she felt this guy was hitting on her, and he just didn't want to drive to somewhere he didn't know. But she could be a rapist herself. She could be a serial killer. She could be anything for Christ's sake. So he didn't want to go. It's not by force.
I think I saw a point with what each person said, and I also saw the other side. I tried to have a holistic mindset when I'm listening to discussions or debates. So, I mean, I think Olamide came with her feminist views, which are rightfully so. I mean, it's a free world, 2018. But I think that we also have to be moderate. It is 2018, but people change a little bit at a time. We should give the guys here some time to catch up. But it doesn't mean we should condone the abuse. We should speak up and help them positively. But what Mr. Bacardi said, Mr. Cardi, you know, what he said, I mean, he was speaking from a male upper end kind of view, wherein you just look at women as transactional partners. You can invest time and patience and whatever resources, and you get, you know, a predetermined outcome. They're not machines; they're people, and you know, you should value their opinions and value their, you know, value their opinions basically. And you know, I wish everybody well. I don't hate on people, so you know, I'm not going to say this or say that about anybody, but yeah, that's my view.
What's he accepting right now? Exactly.
Why is he accepting right? Because he has a wife and 2 children.
So if you're not here,
he has a wife and 2 children. Yes, no. Didn't tell me our sister over here. It happens to all of us.
And there was a video. There was actually a video showing that she was saying she was protesting. He was still pulling her at that point. And do something. Being a man, as you made it. You made it. I really don't, guys. You made a good point about like, you know, having consent, and a lot of women lie. I agree with you, but being a man and you having to navigate these extra tricky terrestrials of people accusing you, you must be very careful. But the man you take responsibility for your action, you know that I told this man I rape. Leave me alone.
I am raping me.
Go.
So wait till she say leave me alone.
That's just my point is just that as a man being like you said, women lie a lot, blah blah blah. Navigating is tricky, or you say like
Come on. But you know
I'm not saying I'm not saying though from my point of view that a lot of women just lie on guys.
Okay, what I want to say about this is it's actually very unfair for the lady to come, and after she comes, she would say she wants to pull out, or she would want the guy to chill. Okay, it's unfair actually if the lady comes and the guy wants to come, and you tell the guy to chill. I mean, I think this thing is just like the constitution. If you say for someone to for you to be the president of Nigeria, you should attain a particular age. Yeah, I think those are the conditions for that particular position. So I think if you're saying there should be consent, there should be no consent, fine. If there should be consent, then there should be written rules and regulations for sex. Maybe you can just say, okay, sex should last for 6 minutes, and everybody must participate. Anybody that pulls out, you've violated the contract.